Hey there, let's talk about rationalizing the numerator. So, some of you might be going, this sounds familiar, but don't we usually rationalize the denominator? Well, yes, that's true, but sometimes you need to rationalize the numerator. Gratefully, the process is not any different, except when they want you to rationalize the numerator, that means you need to get rid of the radicals out of the numerator. So, do you remember how you rationalize the denominator? Good, you multiply by the conjugate. Well, same thing here, except now I'm going to take the numerator and multiply by its conjugate. So talk to me, what's the conjugate of that numerator? Good, 2 times the square root of 3 minus 3 times the square root of 2. Great. Okay, before I go any further, I'm going to do this multiplication off to the side. I don't want to do it in the problem itself. It gets too messy. So, we have 2 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 2 times its conjugate. Okay, so 2 root 3 times 2 root 3. Yeah, 4 times the square root of 9. 2 root 3 times a negative 3 root 2. So that's negative 6, square root of 6. Good. Positive 3 square root of 2 times 2 root 3. So it's going to be a positive. 3 times 2, 6, square root of 2 times square root of 3, square root of 6. Excellent. And last but not least, positive 3 root 2 times a negative 3 root 2. First, it's going to be negative. 3 times 3, 9. Square root of 2 times square root of 2, square root of 4. Okay. Gratefully, these guys in the middle drop out, don't they? So I have 4 times the square root of 9 minus 9 times the square root of 4. Okay, well, you know the square root of 9. Yeah, 3. So this is 4 times 3 minus 9 times 2, which leaves us with 12 minus 18, which is negative 6. So it worked in the numerator. It got rid of the roots from the numerator. So now I know I can multiply the denominator by this conjugate to the numerator. So let's write down what we have. The numerator is a negative 6. The denominator is 18 times 2 times the square root of 3 minus 3 times the square root of 2. Notice, it's the same thing I did when we rationalized the denominator. I first did my multiplication, but do you notice I'm not distributing this 18 through yet? I wanted to see what I got in the numerator first, because I'm noticing I can reduce the 6 and the 18, which means I have a negative 1 over 3 times this parenthesis. I always distribute, in this case, the denominator last. Because if I can reduce, I want to see the reducing I can do first. I don't want to wait till the end when everything looks really cluttered, shall I say. Okay, so I'm going to write it to the side here. So negative 1 times. Now distribute. 3 times 2, yeah. 6 times the square root of 3. Remember, you can only multiply a square root by another square root. And this is 3 times 2 times square root of 3. Some of you need to write it out this way to know that you can only multiply the 3 and the 2. All right. And now I distribute the 3 to the second term. Negative 9 or minus 9 times the square root of 2. Cool? Okay. I've got some examples coming your way. But make sure you work on them before you go find my answer key video. Catch you on the flip side.